We starting our interview today. We got Dream in the building. Let them know what's up.
Yo, what's good, man?
You know what it is. We out here and we're gonna begin the discussion with. Let's start off. How you feeling today?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. All positivity, all graces. You know what I mean?
I feel you. Every day above the ground.
Yeah, we out here, man. You know what I mean? I'm still here, so I'm happy as hell.
Always. Well, when did you begin your rapping career?
It became a career about 10th grade, 11th grade. You know, like I started writing music in elementary school. I started writing music when I was in 5th grade, 6th grade. And it just kind of, it progressed on through junior high, me just having notebooks and shit. Just,
right.
That's all we did in class was write music, bro. Like, pass notebooks back and forth, because, you know.
Did you start off with, like, poetry or just straight real rap?
I actually was just a writer. You feel me? Like,
writing short stories,
yeah,
and stuff like that.
Narrative essays and, you know, all kind of shit. I used to write all kind of essays for, like, extra credit in class when I didn't feel like reading. The teacher would have me write an essay. Like, I was just like a writer. And then one day I was like, I'm trying to write a rap. Like, I got a whole bunch of cousins that rap, you know.
Right.
Shout out to Adonis, Don Elway, Markville, you know. I got a bunch of older cousins.
Adonis tapped in, we waiting for you, man.
You know what I mean?
Don Elway tapped in, we waiting on you next.
Yeah, like, I got a whole bunch of older cousins that rap. So one day I was just sitting there and I was like, you know what? I feel like I could write a rap if I tried to. And I wrote one, and then the next year I met this dude who was already, like, he already had, like, notebooks and shit written down, like,
right.
He wasn't recording music or anything, but at 8 years old to meet another kid and he's like, yeah, I'm a rapper. I was like, oh yeah? Well, show me what you be doing. And
yeah.
He showed me his notebook and shit, and I went and got a fucking composition book that day and started writing songs in class and shit. We used to pass our notebooks back and forth.
Have you ever went back and looked at some of your some of your old raps and kind of perfected it?
I redid a few of them.
Okay.
I've redone a few of them, definitely. One of my first songs that I actually did, like, that I actually put on wax was Cash Day, which I redid on Red Streak 2. The original Cash Day was on the first Red Streak, which was the first. It was also the first music video I shot. The first full-length music video I shot. I've done like teasers and commercials,
right,
and shit like that. But the first full-length music video I shot my senior year of high school was Cash Day, and I redid it on Red Streak 2, which was 2016. So like, sometimes I do go back to the beginning and, you know, redo some of my favorite tracks, even if it, you know, because I think it was on SoundClick beats then. I don't know if you remember SoundClick when everybody was going on there, you know, getting the little free downloads.
Oh, right.
The beginning of that, but people was going on SoundClick, just scrolling down,
listen to them later.
They had a whole section of free beats, so you just. Some of them would have a producer tag all through the beat or whatever. It didn't matter because it was free and everybody knew, hey, you got that beat from SoundClick. Like, it wasn't even a problem.
Just the way to go.
Yeah, it was more like of an abundance thing. You feel me? Yeah.
Where the Red Streaks, this one is the Red Streak 3 gonna be a mixtape or an album?
It's a mixtape, technically by the book, but it's a street album.
Okay.
You feel me? It's gonna be available on all digital outlets, you know.
On the 15th, right?
Yeah, this Sunday, the 15th.
Okay, so if it's probably gonna drop before this, but make sure you check it out. You know what I mean? It's we're gonna talk about some of the tracks in it. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all check it out, because that at the end of the day we put this
any given Sunday, man. This Sunday, man. You feel me? Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora. All that, you feel me? Whatever you like to listen to music on, YouTube, all that, man. Dream, Red Streak 3.
So how, we were talking about this a little earlier. So you distinguish yourself from a lot of artists because you take your music very serious.
Yes, sir.
So how, in what ways do you try playing like other people, like, hey, like you know what I mean? You could come on, like, let's go make some music, or you know what I mean? You could really get on your grind and you could really do something with this. How do you approach that situation?
Well, I have a lot of artists come to me. I have people come to me and tell me that, you know, they want to get in the studio, or, hey, who you know who shoot videos, who you know who make beats, who you know who do this, who you know who do this. When, like, when I first started out making music, when I was, when I was 14, I signed a indie record deal when I was in high school. You feel me? So
Right.
I started learning that it was a business side to this shit way before 90% of these niggas was even rapping. So like before I even started putting music on wax and before I started making mixtapes and shooting videos and doing anything, I knew that there was a whole different side to it that I needed to be paying attention to. So once I started recording music and once I started, getting it to where I'm dropping mixtapes and doing shit, I actually know certain shit to do. So when people come to me like, yo bro, where's the studio? I'm like, yo, like you gotta be stronger in your network, I try to always point people in the right direction. So like I'll give them the plug. I'm not hiding my plugs at all. I know everybody in the city. So like if you hit me like, yo, where the studio at, I'm gonna tell you call Loose, I'm gonna tell you call Cognac, I'm gonna tell you call Nick Knox. You feel me? Go talk to them, get you some studio time. They work with your budget and whatever. If you ain't got that much bread, they'll all three of them make beats. So, go get what you need. You feel me? You need somebody shoot videos, call Betts, call Gary Ruff. You feel me? Like I don't hide my plugs at all, but I try to encourage people to network more, because I feel like that's a lost art, because everything is so social media now. You feel me? And everybody's just liking everybody's stuff, but they're not even really checking it out.
And I feel like that's the social media, for me at least, it's to build a platform.
Yeah.
Like that's, I try not using it.
It's to help you, but it shouldn't be all you have. It shouldn't be outside. It shouldn't be
your sole entertainment. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you could get lost in your phone for the whole day if you really just,
for the whole day,
if you just sitting there. And that's a waste of day. Mm-hmm. Like I could be selling hot sauce, I could be out there, meeting people, I could be
working,
looking at,
yeah,
there's so many different things, like even just working on myself.
Yeah.
Because but I feel like social media, people just see it as entertainment. They don't see it to build the connections, the networks, what I mean, the platform. Because at the end of the day, if you're not really building yourself and building your team, at the end, you're not using social media what it's for.
You're right, yeah. And a lot of people just use the internet like that. I mean, man, the internet is the internet.
Yeah.
Before it was even, Snapchat and Instagram, and before people was really getting on YouTube like that, when people was just getting on LimeWire and downloading beats, you feel me? I come from that era, downloading, instrumentals off of LimeWire and Napster, and you feel me, shit like that, where it wasn't even where you could go just get on YouTube and type in, Mozzie type instrumental and get a beat that sound exactly like this, or this kind of style, or this kind of style, and just download it to your computer and rap on it, you feel me? If we didn't know somebody that made beats, if we didn't know somebody personally with a studio, the only studio in the city really was the Batcave, which was $50, $65 an hour. So like, if you didn't know somebody in, somebody in the neighborhood got a studio in their garage or something, if you didn't really know somebody that had a studio, it wasn't really nobody recording like that besides the older cats, Big June and Storm and Stackerville, and all the older dudes that we grew up listening to, Marty McFly and Boomeroo and all of them. They was all in the lab dropping shit all the time. But we was like, where are these niggas recording at? We can't meet nobody with a studio for nothing. But then as soon as I started recording music, once I was in high school, I wasn't 18 or nothing, so I couldn't really go out to no clubs or nowhere. Yeah. But if I was performing or something, I would get to, just walking around talking to people, introducing myself to people, and you'd be surprised how much you will run into just walking into a room full of people and shaking hands with everybody and asking them what they do, what's their name, you feel me? Especially in a place like San Diego.
You never know who you're going to meet.
You never know who you standing right next to, you feel me? I went into an industry mixer when I was 19 maybe. Yo, 19, you feel me? And I walked in. I wasn't even supposed to be in there because it was 21 and up. But I was an artist.
Yeah.
And they knew I didn't drink, so I was like, you feel me? It was like, yeah, don't go by the bar. You go by the bar, we're going to kick you out. I'm like, all right, so I would drink no way. Right. I'm about to spark this blunt and kick it right here.
I'm just going to be posting
I'm sitting right here with my CDs in my lap. I had copies of the first Red Street. I was just sitting in that chair talking to everybody that walked out the door. Hey, what's up? Ooh, I met people from Vegas, Arkansas, and Georgia, and everywhere. They was just all in the building, networking. Right. People that shoot videos, people that do blog sites, photographers.
And at that time, blogs was like where you went to find
art. You feel me? Because this is 2011, 2012 we're talking about. So like this is before Facebook was even what Facebook is right now, you know, before there was Instagram and all the instant shit.
Yeah,
you feel
yeah.
me? Where you could just, you know, stream your location live and, you know,
Yeah.
go live and do all this. You ain't gotta, you know, walk outside your door and really talk to anybody personally anymore.
You think rappers nowadays got a real advantage because they could just go and look up like blah 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 beat, you know what I mean, or like these famous, you know what I mean, or iconic beats to an artist, and just be like, oh, I'm gonna take that beat, spin it, and kind of like how Kendrick, he took a whole Lil Wayne mixtape and, you know what I mean, made his own, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was like, I don't know, I feel like there's such an advantage.
It's an advantage. It's definitely an advantage. It's a shortcut.
Right.
But you got to know what you're doing with it. You know, like if you know what you're doing with it, honestly, that's how I'm able to capitalize a lot. Just because, like I told you, if we didn't know no producers and we didn't know no engineers, the only beats we had was getting on LimeWire or getting on, you know, whatever website, getting on YouTube, typing in, you know, in the club instrumental or whatever song we was listening to at that point. Oh, I think they like me instrumental,
Right.
Charlene instrumental, and sit in the garage and freestyle all day. You feel me? Like we didn't have nowhere to record it, so we had songs written over every beat to every song that was out. Whatever song was on the radio, if it came on the radio and we liked the beat, we went to go find the beat. We had like instrumental CDs actually, like, you feel me? Like, you know, we used to sit in the garage and rap all day. Like when we get to record, watch. So like when we actually got to, you know, where you could, you know, jump on there and look up, oh, such and such type beat, because you could do that on SoundClick too, but it became more advanced with YouTube, and
Right.
you know, they got all the YouTube converters, so you can get anything off of YouTube, video, audio, anything,
Whatever
If
you
it's-
need.
Yeah, if it's on YouTube, you can download it to your computer somehow. So you
You can even do it with like Spotify now. Like,
yeah, you can. You're right. But it's like if you know what to do with it, you can use it to your advantage, and it can be, you know. But that's just like anything else, you know, because with something like instrumentals, something like beats, you know, it's everywhere. Everybody's making beats just like everybody's rapping.
Right.
So like if it's so much good shit out there, you know, you kind of be a fool to not, you know,
Take advantage of what you
take
got.
advantage of it, you know, like go rub shoulders with somebody, even if they don't really make beats like that. Like it's a lot of producers who make just all their own beats, and they don't.
And there's
even,
always someone starting out.
and they don't even sell them. Like they just like make beats for themselves. Shout out to KD Rusher, you feel me? He don't even fucking sell his beats,
Dang.
but he produced all his own shit, and his shit got, you know, thousands of views on SoundCloud, you feel me? He does numbers, and he produces all his own music, record all his own shit, and he don't even sell his beats. It's because he's just, you know, that type of artist. But if you go fuck with him, if you network with him and holler at him, he'll make you a beat.
Do you think people not networking causes tension within San Diego because it's so like it's so segregated? Because if you my homie, I'm know you, and then it's like, who's that over there? And it's kind of like, who's gonna take my shine instead of building each other up? Like,
that's part of why, you feel me? Like my network is strong, bro.
Right.
Like that's
well,
why
you've been
like,
doing it for a couple years.
yeah.
You built
No
yourself.
matter where niggas is from, no matter where we grew up at, no matter what high school we go to, everybody in the city has a certain respect for me.
Right.
Whether they'll look you in your eyes and tell you or not, they know who Von Dream is.
Fact.
You feel me? Black Mikey, Tiny Dude, Big June, Cricket, all these cats we're talking about. We're not talking about the young guys. You feel me? Like,
The OGs.
I know a lot of young cats too, on down to 15, 16, 14. You feel me? I know a lot of people. You know, that's my renowned network in the city. I went to school here, graduated school here, worked here since I was 18. So you feel me? I know a lot of people, and it don't matter where I'm from or any of that because of my network. You feel me? Now, if I was just rapping and just, you know, moving around the city, popping up at certain events when I want to, and popping up when one of the homies perform, and you know, like doing shit like that, nobody really know me, and it would be weird when I go to shit like video shoots and stuff, and it's, you know,
Like, who's this?
10 people from over here, over there, and it's some Crips standing over by the gas station, and we over here, so we pull in and we don't know nobody because we ain't been networking, so it looks weird, and we just like pulling up like, okay, well, who's here? We don't know nobody but the nigga whose song it is.
Right.
You feel me? So that's how I feel like that's how a lot of problems happen that don't
even
need to happen.
Yeah.
You feel me? At events like concerts and video shoots and stuff where it should be all networking. You feel me?
And if
Everybody
anything, building up the
it,
person who's performing, doing the video shoot, because
yeah,
at the end they like when I met you at the Deanie shoot, you know what I mean? It was all love because we was all supporting Deanie, you know what I mean? And it
shout out
was
our Deanie too.
Shout out Deanie, you know what it is, man. And it's just because at the end of the day, it was all pushing him, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's how it should be, you know what I mean?
That's what it was. It was definitely people from everywhere at that video shoot. And it should be more shit like that, you feel me? Because Deanie is, again, another well-renowned, well-respected through all areas of the city, lived in all neighborhoods in the Southeast, went to, you know, played ball all over the city, you know, so people know us. You know what I mean? Like we don't really have to, you know, it's not weird when we pop up somewhere because they're not like, oh, who's that over there?
It's like, oh, like, that's him. Like,
yeah, they know who that is as soon as the car pull up. Like, oh yeah. But like that's it. I feel like it causes unnecessary tension when it should be all networking. You feel me? Like, I take every outside event as an advantage for me to network.
Facts.
Especially if I got projects, especially if I got a CD out or I'm about to drop a mixtape or I just dropped a video or something. That'd be my sole reason for going to the club.
Facts.
I don't go to the club and get faded. I don't even drink like that.
I don't do this for fun.
I don't, bro. Like I get off of work, I have a pocket full of CDs, bro, and walk up Fifth Avenue to Phantom. Go in the club and walk around and shake hands with everybody in the club. You feel me? Shake hands with whatever DJ's DJing. Talk to them if I don't already know them. I probably know them already, but you know, chop it up with them a little bit, walk around, see who's at the tables, shoot a couple CDs, sell a couple.
And then
CDs,
you're locked kind of separate. You're locked in with Phantom. That's the owner. That's kind of like your boy, right?
Yeah. Vegan in there, man. Yeah, I actually worked at Phantom nightclub for a little bit. So
is that how you got tapped in with them, or you?
That's an advantage. I knew them already.
Oh, okay.
I had my 21st birthday in Phantom. That was when I first actually met them. So I turned 21 inside Phantom, ironically. You feel me? At 12, DJ Artistic played my shit and gave me the microphone. You feel me? I turned 21 inside Phantom, and I ended up working for them 3 years later. So, like I said, networking gets you places. You feel me? When I was shit out of luck and I ain't had no job, they let me work at their club. So, you feel me? That's because I knew them already. Right. If I wouldn't have known them, I wouldn't have known to ask him if he needed people, and I would have done that. You feel me? But yeah, but that too, working at the club, I use that to my advantage. Now I know all the DJs in the city. Before I just knew DJ Birdie Bird. Right. Now I know DJ Mo, DJ Nemo, who comes back and forth from LA and shit. He did the single with AD and RJ and all them, you feel me? I know him on a personal level. I know, you know, DJ 6 Footer, DJ Fresh to Death, whatever guest DJ they bring out there. I got to meet all kind of artists that come out here and host and stuff, you know, when DC Young Fly was out here. When Moneybag Yo was out here, when Mitchie Slick and Freddie Gibbs came by, that's when I actually met Mitchie Slick and shit. And
that was your first time actually
meeting him in person, yeah. And he already knew who I was. He had actually seen one of my videos already. So he knew who I was and shit. Freddie Gibbs did too. So like I got to actually talk to him.
How'd that feel to have someone respected in your city and someone respected outside your city to know you and kind of appreciate your music?
It's dope. And the fact that I had CDs in my pocket made it better.
I heard that.
I'm like, yeah, take one of these, both of y'all. You feel me? Don't put that on when you get in the car. But yeah, man, that's, you know, the network can save a lot.
So kind of
a lot of people time.
To go back to something, I seen on Instagram you talked about something your 7th grade teacher did. How'd that situation occur?
Like I told you, man, that's all we did in class was write raps. So I got in trouble for that all the time. They was doing classwork. I had a notebook open, all right. Wasn't working on no classwork. Wasn't doing no problems and nothing. I was writing 16s and full hooks and you feel me? I was scratching, passing the notebook all the way across the classroom, down the table. You remember the table used to be like this?
Oh, yep.
Shoot it down to the homie. We talking back and forth. write your verse. So we used to get in trouble for that, like all the time, you know. But like my teachers specifically had it out for me because I was stubborn.
Oh, okay.
Bad. So like they're like, put your notebook away and listen. I'm trying to. Okay. What the fuck you talking about? Like, come on, man. Like, I'm writing. I'm not hurting nobody. Like, I'm not, you know. I'm not tagging on the desk or nothing. I'm
not doing nothing stupid. Yeah, I'm doing something productive.
I'm writing. I'm keeping myself busy during like independent reading time and stuff like that. Remember independent reading time in elementary school? I was writing. You know, people would be in class falling asleep and, you know, stuff like that. You feel me? I'm not going to sleep. I'm sitting here wide awake, writing in my notebook. I'm not bothering none of the other students. I'm not talking to nobody. I'm just writing. And they would come by sometimes. It's sort of what happened, except for we wasn't reading. Came walking around the class and I was writing, and she pulled my notebook off my desk, walked to the trash can, threw it in the trash. Like, this crap's not going to get you anywhere. Stop doing this in my class. I'm like, oh yeah? And I put out my other notebook. Yeah, that's not how this is going to go. Then
have you went back to see that teacher and be like, oh, here's my mixtape?
I don't know where she's at. I wanted to. I did go back up there when I dropped Red Streak. I went back to my junior high school and gave all my favorite teachers a CD.
What middle school did you go to?
I graduated from Bell.
Shout out Bell. You know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, Bell always. You know what I mean? So on to the next one. Who do you rap for?
Whew, I love that question. I certainly love that question, man. I rap for the kids who feel like nobody, you know, pays attention to them. You feel me? Like the cats who was like me when I was coming up.
Right.
You know, the ones who may or may not get picked on a lot, don't really have a lot of friends, you feel me? Not really the cool type, you know? Don't fit in with shit, you know? Like, you can't really follow the trends correctly. You try to dress like your friends and it don't really look right on you. You know, like, so you just stick out. You're original, like, on accident almost. Like, you know, like, you have no choice but to look like yourself. Like, you can't do nothing nobody else do. You try to, like, you know, follow behind your homies and do this and do that, and it just don't fit you. Like, nothing fits you but just doing what you do. You feel me? Like, and, you know, the ones who feel like there's something wrong with that. Ones who go through their whole life trying to, you know, portray a certain image or follow a certain person or go down a certain path because they feel like they have to. You feel me? My mom's whole side of the family is gang members.
Right.
You feel me? Gang members and pimps. I'm neither.
Facts.
Because I didn't feel like I had to be. I didn't make myself into that person just based off the fact that, oh, my mom's brother is oh, my uncle is da-da-da, oh, my older cousin is da-da-da. You feel me? Like I know lots of people who, when we were younger, were on some, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Man, I won't bang, but my cousin is da-da-da. I'm like, so? Like, you know, who are you though? You know, find you. You know, don't trip on all that. You know, like don't try to make yourself into something you're not because you're surrounded by, you know, certain people. And, you know, I try to target them because music ain't made for those kids. You know, music is made for, you know, people that's going in the line of fire already. People that are already doing, you know, what's cool. You feel me? People that are wearing the Gucci's and the you know, the Robin jeans and the True Religions and whatever everybody else is wearing. That's what they rapping about in the songs. Got on my ooh. So if you wearing it, then you like, yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, we feel it. Okay.
Okay. You feel me? Like talking about smoking backwoods and whatever's in. You feel me? Like whatever's popping in right now. That's what music is for. That's why people say, you know, like, you gotta talk about what's cool, or, you know, talk about what the people want, or talk, you feel me? I make the opposite of that because it's not enough of that, you know, because that's what we really need hip hop for.
Right.
That's what we need music for, because I know for a fact, for me growing up as the kid who didn't have a lot of friends and who sat in the room for hours with his stereo listening to beats and listening to music, just sitting on my bed playing Xbox, listening to beats and listening to music for like 12 hours a day.
Right.
Like, you feel me? All day, bro. You feel me? Like, this is something we need. We need, you know, people that are actually withholding a message in their music.
So
You feel me?
I see that now. You know what I mean, I see why you make such an effort to network to all these different groups, because it's like you want to make music for everybody, like
for everybody, so I could be able to reach them that much easier. You feel me?
So like yeah, especially with the kids. You know what I mean, it's you're really networking with the kids because you bring them up. You know what I mean, and then you show them the right way to, or the you know what I mean, the right, because there's never truly a right way. But you bring them up like the right way, how you think, you know what I mean, would benefit them, and then at the end of the day, they end up doing something productive. It's like, okay, you know what I mean.
I just let them know it's another route, man, because I had to have somebody really like forcibly sit me down and talk to me when I was 16, 17, and I was turning up, and I was, you know, trying to be banged out and trying to be this and trying to be that,
right.
And you feel me, following behind the homies and doing all this shit that I really didn't need to be doing, just because I felt like there wasn't no other way to do it, because nobody else was doing that, because it was weird, or it was, you know, you was a square, or it was, you know, whatever, you feel me. They made it so bad to be weird, which is just being different, you feel me, being unique, bizarre, yourself, you feel me. Like that's a bad thing in the neighborhoods where we come from, in the black neighborhoods, you feel me. That's a bad thing, to be weird, you feel me. They made that into an insult, so it's like kids grow up wanting to be anything but different. They want to look and be like everybody else, and you feel me, like there's too much of that,
and trying to be like everybody else, you lose yourself. So when you started Red Streak, did you figure you were gonna make a 2 and a 3, or did you figure you were just gonna make like it was just gonna be Red Streak 1? Or just Red Streak, you know what I mean?
Shit, I didn't even know. I didn't plan on a sequel, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I didn't. When I did the first Red Streak, because I wasn't even supposed to drop a mixtape.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't even supposed to come out with a project.
So it's something like low key.
Yeah, I was like, I was just in the studio so much when I was in 12th grade. You feel me?
Right.
I was going to the studio every Friday, doing, you know, 2-3 hours in the studio, and I was doing 3 songs in an hour. So I'm leaving the studio with like 9 songs every Friday night. You feel me? 8, 9 songs every Friday night, and dropping them all on YouTube in the same night. So, you feel me? I'm flooding the hell out the city. You feel me? But I'm like,
they gonna know my name.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, like, you know, I had a whole bunch of music, and like my mentor was like, okay, it's time to drop a project. I'm like, I don't know how to drop no CD, man. He's like, look, just take whatever songs you like out of all the songs you did this year, and pick your favorite one. And that's what it was. It was like a hot streak.
Oh, okay.
Red streak.
I feel that.
And yeah, I picked 20 freestyles. From January 2011, I started. Day after New Year's, I did the Fire Flame beat, the Lil Wayne and Bourbon.
Right.
Day after New Year's, I was in Houston. You feel me? I did that, and I did like 6 foot, 7 foot, and like 2 other Wayne beats, and I dropped them all in the same night. You feel me? But from January 2011 to June 2011, May 2011, I did over 300 songs.
Dang. So
and I picked 20 freestyles out of the songs that out of the ones that I liked from January to like March. And that was the Red Streak. It was 20 songs.
I feel that.
You feel me? I just picked out my favorite ones, and I just burned them all on a disc. It was just like a mix CD. I just put them all on a playlist and burnt it to a disc, and I listened to it, and I was like, okay. And I wrote Red Streak on it, and that was just it. You feel me? I made 15 hard copies of it myself.
Right.
You feel me? It was only 15 hard copies of the first Red Streak. You feel me? It was up on Dat Piff for a little bit. Files don't work no more, so you can't go find it. If you ain't got one of these 10 CDs, you don't have the first Red Streak. I'm sorry. But, you feel me? There was only 10 copies of the first Red Streak. You feel me? 10, 15, you know? And I went to school and sold them to the teachers and shit at Morris when I went to
Shout out Morris.
School. You feel me? Principal at Mark Twain bought one for $20. My computer teacher bought one for $20.
So you was like low key taxing 20 apiece.
Yeah. I wasn't even charging 20. They gave me 20
Oh,
for
okay.
it.
So they knew your worth.
Mm-hmm.
Your worth.
Yeah, they gave me 20 for it. Every teacher that's ever bought my CD has done that, and I don't tell them I'm charging for them either.
Right.
I just give them a CD and they're like, oh, well, here.
That's
Well,
dope.
shit. But these are, like, I have teachers that didn't like the shit, that tried to throw my notebooks away, and I have teachers that still support my music, that I got them, like, as friends on Facebook right now, like, type shit. Like, I have, I didn't even plan on doing a 2 or nothing. That's why it was so long after that I did 2. I did 2 in 2016. That was 5 years later. I was just feeling like it one day because I started to do the same thing after I dropped Lane Close the Head in December 2015. I started it again. January 2016, I got on Ride With Me, that RJB, before everybody started getting on it. And they did the Ride With Me challenge and all this shit. I did that shit in January 2016, like a couple days after New Year. And at the end, I don't know what made me say it. I didn't write it down or nothing. I said Red Streak 2, 2016. I was like, well, now I gotta do it. I said it. So, alright, I guess I gotta make another Red Streak because I just said I was. So. Do
you think the Red Streak is kind of like your Carter, like, how he made the 4 and all that?
I picture it like that all the time. I see myself doing, like, Red Streak 16 or some shit.
Yeah. Got to.
Like it's gonna be like, but nah, I see it sort of like that. I've pictured it like that before. I pictured it more like the Drought series.
Oh, okay.
In a way, but not all the way because I've yet to do a Red Streak that's all other people's beats and no original songs. I try to at least throw some original music in there on top of me doing, other people's shit, even the first Red Streak was mostly industry beats and it was like 2 or 3 other people's songs. You feel me? But and then fucking 2 was like even.
Oh, okay.
2 was like
half and half.
Yeah, like 6 industry beats and 6 original beats. And 3 is all original shit. And the hard copies have the 2 bonus tracks on it, which is the 2 industry beats that I did have.
Doing this Red Streak.
Fucking my fucking finger right now.
Did you have a different mindset going into it than unsupervised?
Yeah, definitely had a whole different mindset going. You feel me? My life's gotten dramatically better.
Oh, okay.
Since it was time for unsupervised. I had a car accident in December where me and my brother was sent to the hospital. I totaled my Mustang. So, like, shit was kind of bad in December, bro. Like, a couple weeks before my birthday, all that shit. Really lost my job because I couldn't go to work because I was working as a delivery driver helper for UPS over the holidays and shit. So, after I got in that accident, I had a brace on my foot. I was in the hospital for a week. Can't go to work.
Right.
That's an on-call job, so they call you 3 times and you don't pick up. You're gonna call somebody else. So, got out the hospital, didn't have a job, didn't have a car. So I'm like, fuck. And I'm supposed to drop a mixtape in a week and a half. Like, how the fuck am I finna do this?
Right.
And I was like, pulled it off.
The bounce back is real.
Hella, pulled it off like a motherfucker. Signed a distribution deal 3 days before my birthday on December 17th. I signed a distribution deal that gets my music put on all digital outlets whenever I drop anything original.
That's dope.
Get paid for streams and all that shit. Pandora, Apple Music, Spotify.
Who'd you sign that deal with?
Rhapsody. Support Street Music Group is my partner Young Pro and them out in Houston and shit. They look group, it's their whole label actually. It's him and this guy named Mike that I actually work with closely a lot. You feel me? So yeah, he reached out to me on some shit, so I didn't have to pay them or nothing. You feel me? Just the same distribution niggas was paying for. So I'm really in good tidings with that. You feel me? But
blessing.
Yeah, hella, I got to drop unsupervised on all outlets Christmas Day. It dropped. I dropped the regular one, hosted by DJ Mo Gotti. You feel me? I dropped the regular one on iTunes, and I had the hard copies and shit on my birthday, a couple days after my birthday. You feel me? But it dropped on everything on Christmas. Unsupervised is a lot darker.
Yeah.
That's why the cover's black and blue. You feel me? You know, my head's cut off,
Right.
tape over my mouth. It's very like, you know, it's
graphic.
yeah, it's graphic. It's unsupervised. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, it's like you don't know what's gonna come from this CD just by looking at the cover. What could this nigga possibly be rapping about?
So what can we expect from Red Streak 3?
A sunrise.
Okay.
You feel me? Like it's like
The Dawn.
yeah, like it's like after Red Streak 2.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the cover of Red Streak 2, it's a lot of fire and
Yeah.
lots of like, you know, burning, you know, skeletons and skulls on the ground and shit. The ground is breaking under my car, you know.
Yeah.
Liquor store on fire behind me, you know. It's a whole lot of like vulgar imagery
Right.
on Red Streak 2, you feel me? And then with 3, it's just like after all that, after the scorn and the terror and the firestorm and all the shit, you know, the flood and all that, you feel me? All that's left is, you know, the sun rises over the Red Sea, the ocean, and that's what you see, you feel me? The Red Streak 3, you feel me? So it's gonna be definitely a brighter note.
Well,
It's not as dark, it's not as, you know, it's not all depressed and, you know, heartbroken, betrayed, stabbed in the back, all the, you know,
more positive outlook on your life.
More, you know, uplifting, more, you know, vibes, more summertime, you feel me? It's June. You know, June, July, you feel me? So we feeling that shit like that. And
so what song are you most excited to let people listen to?
Man, I'ma say that's hard.
The one I'm excited for is the Scooby D one you doing, because I heard y'all talking about that so heavily.
Shout out Scooby D. Yeah,
Shout out. I'm gonna tap in with you after this so we can get that going.
Yeah, man. That song is gonna go crazy just because, you know, it's kind of like the hometown hero story a little bit with me and Scooby D. You
Right.
feel me? I went to Bell with her. You feel me? We was writing raps in class next to each other type shit. You feel me? So
Really come up together.
yeah, you know. So we know where each other come from, and everybody that went to high school with us, if you graduated in the same year as us or while we was in high school, you graduated between 2008 and 2011. You know both of us.
Facts.
You know, especially if you graduated from Morris, and like everybody in our section for the most part is happy that song even happened because we've only made one song before together. As long as we've known each other, we only have one other song that actually dropped that everybody remembers from when we was in high school, because we was in high school and everybody was all happy because we was the two rappers and we had a song together.
Yeah.
So everybody was all happy and shit, you feel me? So it's the same thing all over again. Now they're like, oh yeah, they did another song, yeah. So everybody's happy for that one. So I'm excited for everybody to finally get to hear the whole song.
I'm looking forward to it.
Let's see how much y'all play that motherfucker. Let's see if y'all really run them numbers up when it drop on Sunday.
I know it's gonna be on my save list. So what was going on at 8 a.m. in PH? What?
Man,
or is that one that has to be told through the music?
Low key, but I will say this: it's like that's gonna be the alarm.
Okay.
On the CD. Like I said, it's a sunrise. So you feel me? The 8 a.m. in PH, that's what time I get up.
Fact.
Real life.
Fact.
Like I live in PH. So like that's real life. What time I'm up? 8:30 in the morning. You feel me? So like it's, you know, in the beginning of the song I ask if niggas is up yet. That's the first thing I say. Y'all up? Okay, well let's go. You know, like,
if they ain't up, you gonna wake their ass up.
If you ain't up, you about to wake up because it's me and Adonis the hottest on there, and if you still asleep, you gonna be awake by the time his verse come on. But yeah, like 8 a.m. in PH, that's a metaphor, honestly, for just, you know, the sunrise, would say, you know, like the alarm going off in the morning, you know, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's dope.
Y'all up yet? You feel me? Like it's time, you know, and it wakes you up on a good note because it's don't want to say like a smoking vibe kind of beat, but like you feel it.
Like a ghetto.
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel a rise in your spirit when that beat come on. You know what I'm talking about. But like
once you listen to it, you gonna know.
Yeah, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. When that beat start, you gonna be like, yeah, that's what he meant. That's why he called it that. Mm-hmm.
So from switching to that song, and Talk For Me, who are you talking for? Or yeah.
Who am I talking to?
Yeah.
Same thing. The kids who the kids who feel like there's no music out there that is for them.
Right.
You know, they like, you know, I was taught something when I was like 15, 16 that if you can't find a song to listen to that matches your feelings, that matches how you feel, go make one.
Period.
You feel me? Like, make the music you want to listen to. You feel me? And that's what I started doing. You know, so in that song, I'm subconsciously talking to myself.
Oh, okay.
And people like me. You feel me? Who, you know, listen to music and try to, you know, rearrange the lyrics and point it back at themselves and make some kind of sense when they shine it over their own life.
Yeah.
You should be able to look through my music like a magnifying glass or like a looking glass or something. So you feel me? Shout out to Litty 2 on Free Yourself, Red Streak 3. You know, so like you should be able to look through the songs that I make and the lyrics that I write, so you can, you know, see yourself a little better. You feel me? And, you know, figure out certain things that you may have thought was, you know, strange or weird, and you felt like nobody else really feels like this. So you know, you turn a lot of stuff off inside you. Like, nah, I shouldn't be feeling like that. You know, that's kind of weird, you know. But like, it's for people like that. It's just a me looking in the mirror type of thing. You feel me?
What are some of your everyday struggles? Like your top, okay, let's say 5.
Let's say being late for work, not having gas in the car, having weed, no raps.
Man.
Let's see what's another one. People asking me, let's work, let's get in the studio, who I've already sent music to and they haven't sent it back, or we've had this conversation, the same conversation every time I see them. And it's like, bro, like you literally cannot ask me this question every day. Like,
right.
you can't message me all the time and ask me where the studio is. Like, bro, if you're looking at your music, if you're really trying to make music,
right,
you should be serious enough about your shit to at least know where to record it. Sure. At least one place. If it's not where you actually go, you at least know where a studio is.
So we all got phones.
Yeah. You smoke weed, you know where a DP is, right?
Period.
Okay then. Same thing. You should know.
If you really want it, you gonna find it.
You gonna find it. You should know where one studio is. Especially if you talked to me before. If we have this conversation every time we see each other, then I've told you where the studio is before.
Right.
So
don't even hit me with that no more.
Don't keep asking me where the lab is at. You feel me? Don't keep hitting me asking me where the lab is at. Hey, let's collab. Let's work. Hey, send me something. Then when I post about doing a song with somebody else who sent their verse back, don't start with the shade and
yeah, again, butthurt.
Oh, you don't fuck with me.
Nah, it's the other way around, motherfucker.
You know, like, don't start that. I go through that way too much, and that's.
So what's the last thing?
One more, I'll say. People just judging me off how I look.
Okay.
You feel me? Just, you know, that's as an artist and as a person. You feel me? I still have people tell me I don't look like I rap.
What does a rapper look like?
Whatever that means. I don't know what that means, bro. To this day, people be like if I let them hear some of my music, they're like, "This you? This don't sound like this is you. How?"
what is supposed to sound like?
What does that mean? You feel me? Just because I rap, I'm supposed to sound all gutter and, you know, ignorant and Yeah, you know, doing a whole bunch of, you know, doing a whole bunch of cussing and, you know, talking about guns and, you know, gold chains and shit. I guess that's, you know, the image. You know?
Yeah, and then people like the stereotypical rap.
I'm supposed to look like a rapper, you know. I'm supposed to have on 5, 6 diamond chains and
fucking 20 Cuban links,
sunglasses, and you feel me, money all out my pockets and pulling up in a, you feel me, Benz on rims and TVs and the headsets and shit. I'm supposed
some ludicrous shit.
Yeah, I'm supposed to look like a rapper. I guess I could do that, but like, that's you know,
that ain't you.
It's not, and I'd be fronting to act like it is and try to look like that for the cameras and try to dress like that in my videos when you don't see me like that right now.
What's Roy F mean?
Oh, you talking about AOYF?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wow. It's an interlude. It's it was a track that I actually freestyled to. I was, you know, just up late one night on some shit, and I freestyled the beat. And I freestyled the whole beat. It has a cool little old school sample on it, a cool little 90s sample on it, but it wasn't even gonna be a song. You know, it's only one verse, so it wasn't gonna be a song. So I was, you know, I spit a little 16 over it, and I just had it fade out at the end. You know what I mean? But it stands for, you know, written all over your face. So I shortened it to all over your face. You know, written all over your face is kind of a long song title, so I made it shorter. You know, AOYF. You know, just to, you know, draw the curiosity with something as simple as taking all over your face, which looks kind of triv on a CD,
right?
Honestly, but and make it into an acronym. That's gonna make people be like, oh, what does that mean? Just like you just asked me, they're gonna be like, what is this?
Right.
And they gonna go straight to it, you know. But yeah, that's what that is. It's a dedication.
Okay. So
no.
Can you say without a shadow of doubt this is your favorite project so far?
Hella.
Okay.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
So let's shift into a different gear. I see you also got Bop. Mm-hmm. What's everything you guys doing with that? I see it's a clothing brand. It's a media company also, right?
Yeah, BOP, benefits over pleasure. It's a whole lot of it's about to be whatever we turn it into, man. Like it started as a street movement. That's the lovely part about it. I started saying benefits over pleasure when I was in high school.
Okay.
So 10th grade, 11th grade, you feel me? If you went to Morris with me, you remember when I came to school with the benefits over pleasure on my shirt. The first B, and it was written all plain as hell, B-O-P, benefits over pleasure, under it. So everybody would know what it stood for. I had my name on the back, and my little sister had one too. We both had the same shirt. So like, if you seen her or you seen me, we was the only 2 people in the city with that shirt. And that drew a lot of attention. We had people, you know, going and getting their own shirts made, and you know, I had like some younger kids take to it, and they made a little hand sign out of it. And
yeah.
So they on Facebook throwing it up and shit. I'm like, really? Okay, well, let's keep it going then. Let's make it a wave then. You feel me? And you know, people, you know, still feeding into it, and I start saying it in my music, and it just kind of grew naturally like that. You feel me? But like beyond me just getting shirts made for myself, I've started to, you know, get different designs made, and you know, we got the logos and shit. The logos copyrighted, so we try to, you know, I'm trying to turn it into a clothing line probably later.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a whole bunch of, you know, more stuff. Get stuff for ladies and get stuff for men and get stuff for kids, and just get a whole bunch of different designs that just stem off of benefits over pleasure. You feel me? Which is, you know, which is gonna be. Yeah, that will probably just be the line itself, just benefits over pleasure, you know.
I'm gonna need one of those shirts like we talked about though. Hashtag hip hop ain't hiring.
Oh yeah. That might actually fuck around and be one of the shirts on the line for real, and just put the benefits over pleasure logo like on the sleeve or something. You know what I mean? You know, just had that right here on the front. You know?
I like the Bop one that you got that the benefits and then the line and the pleasures on the bottom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that one.
That's a legendary one right there. Nobody has that shirt but me.
Man, I'm gonna need one.
Nobody has that shirt but me and my little brother.
Let me know when you print one of those again. I'm a 2X.
Yeah, definitely, I got you.
So locally and mainstream wise, who's been an inspiration to your music?
Let's do locally first.
Okay.
Y'all gonna say I'm biased as hell, but Adonis the hottest.
Period.
Down there way. Period. Straight nigga. I listen to so many local artists for real, like
Right.
you know, Bad Karma, Ryan Anthony, Scooby D, Hardini, Diesel. I'm trying to really think. Briss Moolah, like I listen to a lot of people. Rob G, Demi Dago, like I listen to a lot of people. I know a lot of rappers.
Right.
So, you know, Chandre, Nino California, like I listen to a lot of people. You feel me? So like they all sort of inspire me in different ways, you know, because all these cats that I just named, music is all different.
Facts.
All of them. None of them sound like each other.
Facts.
Period. Demi sound way different than Nino California. Eddie Mac sound way different from Demi Dago. Demi Dago sound way different from Briss Moolah. Briss Moolah sound way different from Donnell Way.
And then he sound different than Nino, and then he sound different than Don is.
It's just like this, man. Like, you feel me? And that's how it should be. If everybody's making their own type of music and being themselves, that's how it's supposed to be. But I take notes from all these artists that I listen to on a daily basis. That's why I listen to them on the daily basis, you know. All these cats have lyrics. They all got a message in their lyrics. They all be speaking about something. They all doing some kind of storytelling.
Right.
Whether it's about the trap or it's about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doing whatever. These cats all, you know, come from different walks of life. We all pretty much in the same generation, but you know, it's kind of like I get inspired a lot from cats who aren't scared to make their own original style of music. You feel me? Everybody who has an original style and who's dope, I can say they inspire me.
Because listening to your music, and seeing the way you are, do you listen to a lot of Tech Nine?
I used to.
Okay. What's your favorite album of his?
I've listened to enough Tech Nine, like fucking. I opened up for Tech Nine too.
For real?
I opened up for Tech Nine
That's
when he was
dope.
out here last time when Stevie Stone was out here with him and shit. Stevie Stone was out here with him and shit.
Growing up, Tech Nine always, you know what I mean? Because he's just so different, you know what I mean? And there's no one to really compare to him.
Yeah, hella. I never actually bought a Tech Nine album.
Okay.
But my cousin JJ is like the biggest Tech Nine fan in the world.
Strange.
So, like, strange music every day. Every time they come out here, he got backstage passes. He be with them and shit. Like, you feel me? My boy David is actually the the president of their street team, the San Diego chapter. So he like sets up shit for them when they come down here.
We gonna tap in with that.
Yeah. So I fuck with them like real like low key. So it's just like there's a lot of Tech Nine albums to choose from. I wish I could even remember a name of one.
One of my favorite all
just
6s and
from seeing
7s and all that. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But okay, so going to the more mainstream artists, who's someone that you find inspiration from?
Davies.
Okay, facts.
Yeah.
What brings you to his music?
You know, just his wordplay. You feel me? And it's his wordplay is one, and I'm a real like throwback New York hip hop type dude. You feel me? He got that old school New York Harlem flow. You feel me? That reminds me a lot of Dipset.
Okay.
I was a big Dipset fan, and like, you know, it reminds me a lot of like Cameron and like, you know, like the Dipset era. You know, just like the way he flows is so like, it's so New York, and my mentor is from Brooklyn, so like I'm like drawn to that immediately when you just got that hip hop sound. You feel me? When you know, like the way you flow and your wordplay and your bars and like, you know, shit, like you sound like hip hop.
Right.
I gravitate towards that immediately, you feel me? So that's a huge inspiration for me, and like the style that I rap and me, you know, being comfortable using so many words in my bars and not feeling like I have to dumb my shit down for people to, you know, fuck with me. It may take me a little longer because I got more shit to say.
Facts.
But I don't necessarily have to, you know, stop and slow my shit down and make music like Rich the Kid and do all the weird.
You ain't gotta dumb nothing down.
Yeah, you feel me? The AVs gives me hope. It lets me know that I don't have to slow down.
You like Joey Badass?
Yeah, I fuck with Joey too.
Yeah, I feel you. Like that's always
that same thing. He sound hip hop.
Yeah,
like
most that New York type flow.
Yeah.
The whole Pro Era squad, honestly.
Yeah, I fuck with Joey real too.
So I seen that you went on the BET experience. What was that like? Because I'm just seeing from the outside looking at it.
Hella. Shit, that was my first time going to LA.
Oh, for real?
My whole life. That was my first time being in LA, actually driving around, like actually, you know, feet on Los Angeles pavement. Like, you feel me? I haven't even been to LA like that. I got off the plane at LAX when I came back from Texas, actually, but we was in LA for like an hour. You know, went to my auntie house on Crenshaw and then went back to the airport. My uncle picked us up and we went back to San Diego. I didn't hang out up there. Like, we actually spent the night up there, you know, went to the little fan fest. And,
yeah.
You know, walked around, you know, seen T.I. and shit, went to the little guest talks and all the little shit, you know. So it was cool, you know, being up there, just being outside in L.A. for real. Like, you know, just getting out of San Diego for a minute. You know,
right.
That's different. Dope. It was a different experience for me, you know, being around so much people with, I would want to say like minds, you know, being in the LA Convention Center during the BET experience. You're around, you know, a building full of people that love music.
We're on the same tip you were on.
Especially seeing other rappers and, you know, seeing, you know, all these people with their video cameras.
And it's no bullshit.
Yeah.
It's all straight business.
Ain't nobody playing because it's networking for real. You
for
feel me?
real,
Like, you know, business cards, CDs, you feel me? You know, just
if you ain't walking around
walking
with
up and down
you
the
ain't
street,
doing it.
Somebody was standing in front of the Staples Center freestyling, screaming out, "Hey, just give me a word. Anybody give me a word. I'm gonna freestyle off it right now." And he was just doing it for a long time. Like, from when we walked up and he was still going when we came out. Like,
that's dedication.
Like, yeah, like, you feel me? Like, it's real life. So it was a wake up call, definitely, because I ain't seen no other San Diego artists out there. Like,
let it be known.
Yeah, it's a wake up call. You feel me? If you wasn't in LA during the BET experience, I think you should, you know, do
a self reflection.
Yeah, do a little looking back. You know.
Can we see an Andrew Laurent's kind of collaboration?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out Brothers in the Enlightened.
Yeah. And my niggas.
Period. You know?
That's my little cousin.
Facts.
So, yeah.
That's how we first really got tapped in.
Yeah. That's my baby cousin, for real. So, you know.
Man, he got a voice. I've been telling them.
I'm definitely finna put him on a gang of shit, and they not gonna know who that is. And then I'm gonna tell them who it is. You know?
And then they're gonna have to wake their ass up again.
His brother a producer. His brother stay in Florida.
Oh, yeah?
His big brother Tony make beats. These are my blood family again. You know, same side of the family as Adonis in there.
Dang, so you really relate to Adonis and all that? Dang,
Blood family.
I didn't even know all that.
Blood family. His mom is my grandpa's niece. Yeah, so we like, you know,
really tapped in.
Yeah, that's my real cousin. Yeah, that's my real family. You feel me?
What's been your favorite performance so far?
Damn, that's hard. The Big Boy show was fun. The A Boogie show was fun.
Did you get to meet all them afterwards?
I got to meet Big Boy.
Okay.
A Boogie we didn't get to meet. He performed and went back out the back door and got back on his tour bus. That's what most people do at the observatory, honestly. It's only like the cool artists that come out and sit at their merch table and sign shit and talk to people. You feel me? I got to meet Crooked Eye like that when I opened up for Crooked Eye a couple years ago. I meet Crooked Eye every time we come out here. I'll talk to Crooked Eye on, you know,
multiple occasions.
You know, yeah, the whole Horseshoe gang. I fuck with all of them. But shit, those two shows. The last show I just did, Talk of the Town 4, was kind of fun. I got to do a couple things I always wanted to do that I never, you know, got to do on stage before. And
what were those?
Well, I had somebody with me.
Okay.
And I was able to put her in a certain spotlight, and
Oh yeah, I seen that.
That
was dope.
You feel me? And I also had my little brother with me, and we got to perform on stage together for the first time since January. So that's a long time for me and bro. We usually do shows back to back all the time, but the last show we did together was the Big Boy show, which was in January.
How was it meeting Big Boy?
It was dope. I had on my benefits over pleasure chain, and he liked my chain. That was the first thing he said something about when I walked up. He was like, "Oh, that chain is hard." I was like, "Yep," and I kind of picked it up and sat it on the table so he could read it, because it said benefits over pleasure under the BOP. I wanted him to see the whole thing, because he said bop when he seen it, and I'm like, yeah, don't cut it short. See the whole thing. Say the whole thing. You know what I'm talking about? So like, I had CDs in my hand. I gave him a CD. He had Sleepy Brown with him. I gave Sleepy Brown a CD, shook both of their hands, and I took a picture with him. So, that was cool. You feel me? That's an artist I've been listening to my whole life. You feel me? Big Boy, Andre 3000. You feel me? Andre 3K, probably one of my top 5 all time. You feel me? Dead or alive. So,
is that one of the people you think people like neglected while you were growing up? Like most definitely. It's like
definitely. Like when you wanna talk about when people talk about Outkast, a lot of people don't even mention Big Boy.
Yeah.
Big Boy made a lot of the beats.
Yeah.
Honestly, and his verses on most of them songs was like, his verse on Miss Jackson, his verse on So Fresh, So Clean, he
classics.
Was yapping. You feel me? And like everybody's just so Andre 3000 because he disappears a lot, and like we see Andre 3K like once every like 5 years or so.
Every blue moon he come out.
He pop up and do one verse on somebody's song and
that's like
disappear again, and we be like, nigga, Andre.
We need more.
What? Like and like people like forget Big Boy exists sometimes. So that's why when I actually met him, I'm like, I'll shake hands with Big Boy. I opened up for Big Boy. I could be happy about that.
Were you a little starstruck?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
I wasn't nervous though.
No.
I wasn't nervous though. I walked up to him. I introduced myself
if
to
anything,
him.
more excited.
Told him I make music. I told him I just opened up for him. Not sure if you heard me or not, but it went down. You feel me? I opened up for you just now. Here's my latest project. Name is Dream. Whoop, shook his hand. And I was like, yeah, I need a picture with both of y'all, by the way. He's like, yeah, go ahead. Whoop. You gotta have somebody else take it though. I don't think a selfie would look right from this angle. I'm like, I wouldn't take a selfie with 2 other guys anyway. He like, yeah, you right. Hey, have her take it. And it was a girl in line behind me. She was already taking a picture. I guess her boyfriend was next, so she was gearing up for him to take a picture, and he came and stood right here like he was about to get in the picture. And she was like, oh no, I'll take his first, and then I'll take yours. She was talking to her boyfriend. And I'm like, okay. You said it, not me. You said that, not me.
I was just gonna crop him out.
Hella, like, you feel me? He wouldn't even been next to me or nothing. Like, my mans came, stood next to me and all the shit. She was like,
get out the frame, boy.
hey, you said that, not me. But, yeah, she took the picture and, yeah, that happened. That was definitely one of my favorite performances. And, yeah.
So if you could get a feature from anyone, I'm guessing Davies. It would be
No.
Okay. Who would you want to throw the feature your way?
Chris Brown.
Oh, okay. What type of song you doing with Chris Brown? A love song?
That's the thing. I don't know. Me and Chris Brown can both do anything. So it's like, nigga, we could make an R&B song. I can rap. I can rap slow. Like, you feel me? I did that One Night Stand on Unsupervised with the Wetter sample. I could rap on slow shit. He could sing and he could rap. So he could probably sing the hook and rap his verse. You feel me? I could, do some like rap sing shit. I could rap fast. We can get on some some trap shit. He can do trap shit too. So I don't know, you feel me? That's just the most.
How long do you think that you would want that song to be? Like 5 minutes?
That's probably gonna be a long ass song. Nah, I don't even want to do that. It would be one of those songs that would make people mad when you go off. Like,
oh, okay.
you have to keep starting it over because it's only like 2 minutes and 45 seconds. You know, like, they'd be like, damn, it's over already. It would just be my verse and his verse, you know, like, and just not even one of those with like a bridge by him and all that, you know. It might be though, you know, it might be like 3 minutes, like 3:15 or something like that.
If they get lucky.
Yeah, they would still be mad when they go off and have to start it over though. But they're like, I just feel like that leaves the most open.
Right.
As far as collabing, because there's a lot of ways we can go with that. With Chris Brown, you can get on some slow shit. I've heard Chris Brown on damn near every type of music. Yeah. And except country. I've heard him do everything but country music.
And honestly,
pop, blues, you feel me? The real sad shit, the Christmas songs, you feel me?
We know his dances.
Trap shit. Nigga can do every dance move known to man. Like, you feel me? Like,
he dancing off walls and shit.
Yeah, it's just endless, bro. It's endless. And with me, it's just as endless. You can put on any genre of beat, you feel me? I got rock music, I got slow shit, I got trap shit, I got conscious shit.
A rock album out of you, kind of like how Kid Cudi did, Wayne did.
Possibly.
Okay.
I could do that. Yeah, possibly, because I have one of my younger dudes, Tyler Hemmings, who's a singer, but he's more of a like pop sort of rock type of genre. You feel me? I'm trying to think of somebody to like compare him to. He's like, I don't want to disrespect him and say One Direction because he's white, but right. You feel me? But like, he makes that kind of like music. You feel me? Right. Like, he makes that kind of feel good kind of.
If you ever want to hop on with one of the bands that we've interviewed, I know they'd love to do something.
For surely, I'm always open to collab on different genres. You feel me? Because I'm versatile. Right. I could jump on any kind of.
And the more you show your versatility, the more people.
I could jump on any kind of anything, man. So if any of y'all do want to reach out, you feel me? All social media outlets is at Dream. You feel me? 2 A's in Dream.
Make sure you tap in.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Rich, nigga.
I'm rich, man.
Yeah, I'll be 30 in 5 years. I better have some kind of fucking money.
I heard that.
You feel me? But yeah, like I see myself. I might not be rapping full time in 5 years.
Okay. What might you do?
Honestly, I'm shooting for more executive ranks.
Okay.
I'll be CEO somewhere in 5 years.
I heard that.
I won't be dropping mixtapes 2-3 times a year no more. In 5 years, you know, I have my little brother and them doing that by then. But I'll be CEO of Benefits Over Pleasure up in my top office on my fucking touchscreen tablet.
Just straight looking at the view.
Playing fucking Madden 25 or something. You know? Like, I'm not gonna be, you know, I'm gonna still be outside though.
Facts.
Networking and shit all the time. I'll just be one of those cats that pop up every once in a while, and it's like the whole city shuts down when I do come outside. You're like, oh shit.
Would you want to turn into like a Nick Cannon type?
As far as like doing like TV shows and doing like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. I'm not against that at all. I do not know why people are so mad at that. You feel me? I've always compared myself to Nick Cannon and said I'm like Nick already, just because people in San Diego like to find reasons not to like me. So, you feel me? So I've already been Nick number 2 since like I was like 10. So you feel me? I'm kind of cool with it.
Now saying that, would you want to do something like acting or something with a different type of arts?
I act before.
Oh, okay.
We kind of got, you know, comedy in our family. If you know of my cousin Mark Bell, you know the nigga's an actor. You feel me? Just hilarious for no reason. Like, you know, all that. So I've sort of seen myself. I catch myself watching TV and like trying to think of like how they wrote that show, like how that was written. Or like I'll be watching a movie and I'll be trying to like figure out how they wrote that scene and like how this happened. So it's really no calling what direction I'm gonna go into, but I am gonna try to get my hands in everything before it's all over with. You feel me? Shooting movies, you know. TV shows, reality TV, possibly some kind of, you know, documentary series or some kind of, you know.
So you're a fan of the actual, like, the plot and all that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I would suggest to you is, because lately I've been watching I Love Lucy. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep it, you know what I mean? It's because I see what we see now is so watered down and recycled. You know what I mean? I want to go to the source where it started. So I gotta go to shows most people ain't never seen. You know what I mean? 70 years ago. You know what I mean? And just see that. Oh dang! SpongeBob took this episode. You know what I mean? Like just
I do that too.
Like
I do that too. I hella do that.
It's crazy. What's some of the shows you be watching that like you be like, oh dang, like that's been recycled? Like
I watch old shit, bro. Like I'm like I grew up watching all the old sitcoms.
Right.
Good Times, Sanford and Son, Fresh Prince, Jamie Foxx. Like all the like older sitcoms, and you know, if you watch, you know, the different sitcoms like Full House and George Lopez and you know, all of them, you feel me? I watched all the sitcoms, Roseanne, you feel me? All Family Matters, you know, and a lot of those, Martin, a lot of those have similar episodes, or even episodes with the same plot, you feel me? The same thing, you feel me? Like I'll be watching an episode of Martin and then be watching a episode of Fresh Prince. Like I'll be watching an episode of Martin from like their first or second season, which is like 92, 93, and then I'll watch an episode of Fresh Prince from like they like fourth or fifth season, which is like 97. You know, and they'd be doing the same thing that Martin did in this episode. You feel me? And I'll be like, oh, they got that from Martin. Oh, okay, y'all ain't slick.
Oh, okay.
Like I mean, you know, like, so, and sometimes it'd be, you know, the same actors. If they have a guest actor on there, you feel me? Like somebody that pop up on an episode of Martin, they'll have them pop up and play the same role on Fresh Prince. And you'd have to have watched both of them episodes to know it's the same person. Be like, oh, he was on the role. Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Or they'd be in a movie as this character, and then they'll pop up on, you know, Fresh Prince, or, you know.
Don't you think it's crazy how some actors, they just play themselves? Like Morgan Freeman, no matter where he is, if he's God or if he's just a regular person, he is Morgan Freeman no matter what.
That's Morgan Freeman, bro.
Like, it don't even matter what he is doing. He's gonna be Morgan Freeman into the afterlife. You know what I mean?
Lean on me, bro. Lean on me.
Everything. Morgan Freeman. He's the school principal.
Lean on Me is one of my favorite movies of all time, man. That is classic Morgan Freeman, as you said. That's Morgan Freeman, bro. That's young Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. Would you say Morgan Freeman is one of your, or who? Okay, let me rephrase this. Who's your top actor? Like, who's someone you gonna put on and just be like, I could watch this all day?
Okay, let me try to skip.
Or here, okay, let's
Chris
say
Tucker.
Okay, Chris. I forgot what movie it was, but he was like with aliens and all that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Intergalactic. I don't know. But it was crazy. I remember watching it, and it was just seeing him as like a different role. You know what I mean?
Chris Tucker is definitely one. Will Smith is one.
Facts. Will Smith, classic.
Denzel is one.
Got to. Training Day, everything.
Yup. What's the dude's name? Eddie Murphy.
Oh.
Love Eddie Murphy's movies. It's serious movies though. The comedies, you know, the kids movies and all the shit. I stopped watching it by then. I'm talking about Harlem Nights, Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah.
Life, Eddie Murphy. Yeah, like, you know. Martin Lawrence too. Martin Lawrence is funny.
Who's your favorite comedian? Now that we're going more comedy.
Eddie Griffin.
Oh, okay.
Eddie Griffin, probably. Just because he doesn't do comedy. I feel like if I did stand up, I'd be like Eddie Griffin.
Oh, okay.
He just gets on stage and says a bunch of real shit, and it just happens to be funny. Like, he speaks on the government, and he talks about, like the pyramids and, spirituality and,
just that real talk.
Slavery and, real shit, and it's just It just happens to be funny. You feel me? It's like Richard Pryor used to do. You feel me? It's it's a certain style of comedy that I say I would do. Just like I'm up here on this interview. I'm not telling jokes. I'm just talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm just funny. You feel me? Like it's just normal, you know. So I feel like, yeah, I would say Eddie Griffin out of everybody, because
my favorite gotta be the Mac.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Some milk and cookies.
Yeah, definitely Eddie Griffin. Because if you watch one of his stand-ups, freedom of speech is funny too, but you gotta watch You Can Tell Him I Said It.
Oh, okay.
They got it on YouTube and shit, whatever. It's on Netflix too, but you can watch it on YouTube for free. I know if you don't have Netflix. But it's funny. And it turned me on to him because he spoke on a lot of issues that people are scared to talk about. And that's what I do with my music. I bring up a lot of shit a lot of people are scared to say in their music. And I felt that. You can tell them I said it, because I say shit like that all the time. Yeah, so, shit, Eddie Griffin, Chris Rock has always been one of my favorite comedians. A lot of people don't like Chris Rock, but you know,
Chris Rock is funny.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like Chris Rock. Like, I don't understand why. I know his later shit was kind of, you know, off, but you know, I'm talking about CB4 Chris Rock. You feel me? Like, Bigger and Blacker Chris Rock, you know, Never Scared Chris Rock, you feel me?
Never Scared's a classic.
Yeah, you feel me? Chris Rock is behind Everybody Hates Chris. Come on now.
That's why everybody hates him though.
Like, yeah. The craziest thing about that, and why I say Chris Rock is probably number 2 on my list.
Okay.
By a short stop, because Chris Rock is kind of like me, besides him growing up in New York and having, you know, brothers and sisters, because I didn't have no brothers and sisters that I lived with. But if I had a TV show about my childhood, Everybody Hates Chris is like that exact same shit. You feel me? Guys, you know, picked on for no fucking reason. Stupid shit happens to me all the time. Girls do not like me whatsoever. Like, you know, we got one friend and he's a white boy.
Right.
You know, that type of shit. You know, like, it was like, that was like my whole childhood. That's why I love that show so much. Because it's
a
like,
classic.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel a lot of stuff that happens to him in that show. Besides just the fact that he lived in New York. So I can't relate to, you know, a lot of the stuff that's New York.
Specifically New York.
Yeah, that's New York in the show. But you feel me? Just, you know, like the life shit.
Right there.
All the way, you feel me? And I feel him for making that a show and putting that out there. Like I said, I make music for the kids like that. There's not no TV shows about that type of shit. You feel me? The kids is always cool and shit. You know, like, you know, it's not really no shows where the kids like a super, like...
I think he started that. Because now we see it, but it's more like, oh, okay, kind of a play off of that.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh... We'll take the point of view from the weird kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, we'll just see who tags along with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll see who's cool next to you, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, even
the Steve Urkel, you know what I mean? Like, where they took Steve and he was like a straight L7, you know what I mean? And he ended up just being the man of the show.
Yeah. And Steve was, you know, I mean, I'm not as clumsy as Steve,
right?
But even watching Family Matters, I'll be, you know, feeling like that sometimes.
I got some shit. I mean, that's like, okay, I was that parallels what's going on over here.
There's a girl that I chased around like Laura Winslow for a long ass fucking time. She's sitting right next to me. But fucking, there's a lot of shit that I fuck with about Family Matters. Like, you know, the dude who played Eddie Winslow is funny too. Did you know he makes music?
I did not.
Did you know he's a singer for real? Like he sing on that show?
Oh.
Yeah, he's really a singer. He's still dropping videos and shit. Like one of the homies shot a video for him like
oh dang
a few months ago type shit. Like, you know, I forgot dude's name, but yeah, he's actually an artist. I had to like I seen him on somebody's Instagram. I was like, what the fuck? Is that Eddie Winslow?
It's funny how we remember these. Like Everybody Hates Chris. He's always gonna be Chris. I don't care. He's young Chris Rock forever. And I ain't never gonna see him.
He raps too.
Yeah.
Tyler James. He raps.
I be seeing him on. I seen him on Disney Channel not too long ago.
Yeah, he raps.
Awesome. Yeah, but Okay, before we end it, I got a little serious. I seen you marching with the Black Panthers of San Diego. Do you consider yourself a Black Panther? Or just an advocate? Or not just, but like an advocate, mentor type?
Yeah, I'm an advocate. Yeah, I'm a activist.
Oh, okay.
Definitely a rapper / activist. Yeah. I was a big part of the Reclaiming the Community project that they launched in the Southeast a couple years ago, with alongside names like Big June and Ronnie Do and Truth and Odessa Kane and A-Hit and all these different cats from all areas of the Southeast. And these are all older.
Yeah.
These people are all 5, 6 years older than me. You feel me? I'm the only young cat on the whole project. You feel me? So like that just me being chosen to be a part of that, I gotta say I'm an activist, because people of this same nature know what my message is and know we're trying to get to the same thing. We're trying to reach our people, which is what I'm trying to do. You feel me? I'm trying to reach everybody on top of our people. That's why I can't say I'm a Black Panther, because Black Panthers are a lot more serious about it than I am. They're a lot more, they might not even talk to no white people. You feel me? They might not even, get close to no Mexicans or get close to, you feel me? They're just like, some of them are just like real stubborn and real, like there are extremists and extreme, you feel me? I have a couple partners that's really into that shit. You see the cats that, wear dashikis every day, you feel me? Like everything, you feel me? You do anything that's not of African, you feel me? You bring anything in their house that ain't water, you bring, they own you, you feel me?
They're gonna be like, walk back out and put that down.
Yeah, and like, I can't say I'm like, really like, a Black Panther, because I could have been.
Right.
I have 2 friends that are in the Black Panther Party here in San Diego, and I was supposed to go to both meetings, but I was at work. So I could be, but no, I'm just a solo activist, you feel me? I'm not a part of any activist groups or anything. I just, push a message, and I know who to talk to, and I know what I stand for.
Right. I love that you're so true to yourself, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you're always Von Dream, you know what I mean? And never to get confused with anybody else. And I love that you make sure that you know what you stand for, and at the end of the day, you're going to stand for that and keep pushing yourself, pushing BOP, benefits over pleasure, and you're going to stay true to Southeast, reclaiming our neighborhood, you know what I mean?
Reclaiming the community, yeah man, RTC, for real.
So with us concluding this interview, is there anything you would like to tell the people or let the people know before we finish?
Artists, support the producer, buy your beats. Red Streak 3 this Sunday, July 15th. Amazon, Spotify, Apple Music,
all digital outlets,
everything digital. Google Von Dream, Red Streak 3, Dream with 2 A's in it, DREAAM, you feel me? Instagram @VonDream, Snapchat @VonDream, Facebook Jamel Ridges. All that, you feel me? Make sure you tap in and watch some of them videos on YouTube too. We got new videos and all that. Album release party this Thursday, all white party at the Phantom Lounge, 5th Avenue. You know what I mean?
I appreciate you, and I thank you for coming in. So as we've been doing, it's Redline Hot Sauce. We've been pushing, so make sure that if you enjoy it, put the hashtag Redline Hot Sauce and tell people about it, you know what I mean? And go get yourself a bottle. Shout out AG2G, you know what I mean? One of our sponsors. And make sure you go check out DJ Have Mercy. He does haircuts, DJ. Make sure you tap in with us all. It's been a moment with Louie, man. I appreciate you. And make sure you tune in this week into all the other videos. And make sure you tune into Red Streak 3. This is the 3rd part to the sequel.
Let's do it.